Hello everybody and welcome back to the CD Toledo Youth Academy Challenge on FM24, and we are getting close to the end. It is the Champions League semi-finals. We're taking on Benfica, who, when I look through their history of results this year, they've lost one game, but we don't have their league loaded, so it's very difficult to figure it out. Let's have a look. Yes, hello everybody, welcome back to the save, and we are taking on Benfica while it's an all España tie in the other game, Barcelona v Atletico Madrid, and we are hoping that Barcelona come through in that semi-final because I don't want to play Atletico Madrid again. We are taking on Benfica, so it's three teams from Spain and one from Portugal. They knocked out Ajax in the last round, if we just had a look at that. We knocked out PSG 2-0, a 2-0 win away in Paris, and then a 0-0 draw at home. We didn't have to really play for much, which was fine. Benfica did lose to Ajax, who did line up in a 4-2-3-1 against their 4-3-3, so we might give that a go. Barcelona knocked Chelsea out 5-3 on aggregate, and Atletico Madrid knocked Liverpool out 3-1 on aggregate. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. I'm glad we didn't come back for the PSG games. There was not much to discuss, really. We are second in the league, but no one cares about the league anymore. We're second to Atletico Madrid because they beat us. So they go ahead on head-to-head, even though we've got the better goal difference. But it could all change in the end of the season. Basically, we drew our last two games against Real Madrid and Real Sociedad, and they won a game. They won the one game they had, so they've gone top on head-to-head. So it is what it is, but this is what we're focusing on now. Benfica. And Benfica line up in a 4-3-3. Wing play, trying to get the ball wide to Chavera, who is nominated for the Best Player in Europe award. Huminik on the other side. Dumbia up front is going to try and run in behind and get on basically a goal that looks just like this. A ball across and then in. They're going to be pushing their wing backs on, their wingers on, their forward on. They're going to be susceptible down the flanks. We're going to see if we can exploit that. Chavez is very good in central midfield as well. They do have some very, very good players. They're a club that if I was buying players in this save, I probably will be ransacking Benfica, given that they've done very well in the Champions League for the last few years. They've got Christopher Jones. Curtis Jones plays for Liverpool, doesn't he, in real life? Christopher Jones in midfield, Welsh 31-year-old. Very, very good. Susceptible. He can't head. He's 6'5". He can really jump, but he can't head the ball. And he's just a very, very good holding midfielder. He can't really pass, and he can pass. Passing 12, composure 12 was very good. But I sort of feel like if we can pressurise him when he's on the ball, we may be able to make something happen. So I'm torn. I think we're going to start 4-2-3-1. I think we're going to start like this. We're going to drop it from attacking to positive. We're going to leave our wingers high and forward, and we're going to try and hit that space on the sort of. We do play the counter in this system, but we're not going to try and look to counter. I'm actually going to take that off. I'm going to take counter off because as much as I don't want us to counter every single time, I want us to keep it a little bit tighter. The higher tempo is going to make it so that we do move the ball forward quickly, and the joy is to find the wingers. Now, obviously, you can see here, I rested Moreno in the last game, a 0-0 draw against Madrid, so he can come on for Parsons. We did rest a few other people as well. Aaron Wall was on the bench. Akinde was on the bench as well. So actually, I'm going to go through and sort this team out properly, and then we'll be back. Okay, this is how we're starting for the game then. Joe Page in goal. Kenneth Harve is going to come in at right back because Kike Andres is a little bit unfit. Neeson, Jake Mills and Phil Lewis at the back. Supreme Dave and Kazushi in the middle. Vallejo starts on the right ahead of Pozzo. A big call there, but we're going with the informed Vallejo. Petrick in behind Mendoza and Moreno on the left. So it's not going to be an easy game. It is going to be a very tough game against Benfica, but I'm hoping we can make this count because a good result in the first leg could really help us out. It really, really could help us out. So we are going to point the finger. I want to win the first leg and take control of the tie, and then we're going to remain pointing at everybody and say, go out there, make me proud. Right, it's the Champions League, so the anthem's back. It's going to be a tough game. We know what we can do. I'm very unsure about playing a 4-2-3-1 against a 4-3-3, but it is what it is. I feel like because they're pushing so far up the wings, we can take advantage of that. I think we can take advantage of that. It'll be interesting to see if they're going to be so attacking away from home. But I'm sort of reliant on the fact that, you know, they've lost one game all season. It was against Ajax, their last game they played, and Ajax played a 4-2-3-1. So That music abruptly cut short, didn't it? The only thing I am going to do is some opposition instructions on here, because I want to show... we are going to tackle Shavara hard, and we're going to show him onto his right foot to bring him inside if they're playing as wingers. Same with you as well. And then we are going to go and pressure Jones in here. We're not going to tightly mark him. We're just going to pressure him hard. And we are going to pressure you and mark you because we want Job on the ball. He is the, well, according to our scouts, would be the no-nonsense centre-back. So let's see how we get on. It's going to be interesting. On Benfica have the first shot, but it has an XG of 0, so I'm not too worried about that one. But yeah, we will see. You can see they're playing so high up. I mean, we are passing into space. We are trying to get beyond that high line. But Job has it up to Chavez into Dumbia. Good tackle from Kenneth Harve coming in for Kike Andreas today. Atli Berge, Fintan Straight have made the bench as well for this one. I didn't go through the bench earlier, but we've got a lot of our Patreon and channel members playing in this. Phil Lewis into Kazushi. We are keeping it well. Moreno, Jan Petric runs into that channel. Cuts it back to Kazushi. I thought he was going to lose it there and we could have been in trouble. Neeson into Jake Mills. They're trying to force us up, but that would leave gaps, and there's a great gap for Phil Lewis to get into there. Cross in. Vallejo's there. Oh, the header from Mendoza, who is on a barren streak in front of goal right now. Yeah, he's on a bit of a poor run in terms of finding the net. Let's give him some encouragement. They are having more shots, but they seem to be from range. 2 shots from range and 0.18 XG. Half an hour gone. We've had a bit more of the momentum recently. But we're not... Neither team is really creating much. I don't know if I'm happy with a nil, like a draw in the first leg when we're at home. Potentially. Chavez, Quiroga, Dijau. Here is Chavez. Yes, Kenneth Harve. He's in early. He's on a yellow card. We will have to keep an eye on that. I think Kike Andreas will be good for a half. That's not a problem. Jan Petric comes forward into Mendoza. Mendoza ball through to Vallejo. Vallejo! Come on! 1-0. Oh, don't be offside. It looked onside. It didn't look offside. It looked onside. It's going to go to VAR. Yes, it's been given. Come on, 1-0, like 10 minutes before half-time. Jan Petric, great run forward into Mendoza. And that run from Vallejo, sort of the diagonal inverted forward run, or an inside forward run, really good across the defender, and we love that. 4 shots to 5, 2 on target for each team. We have the 1-0 lead, which is the only real score or stat that matters, isn't it? So, I think we go in and we say we're doing well, keep it up. I'm not too worried about that. Harve is going to come off for Kike Andreas at half-time. I can't risk a silly red card for someone on a yellow, and we just need to make sure that we keep 11 men on the pitch. Kike Andreas comes in with that experience. He's one of the best fullbacks in the world, apparently. But we are in a very good position. And an hour gone. I'm always wary about the hour mark. Fitness-wise then, Phil Lewis struggling, Vallejo struggling, Jan Petric struggling, Moreno just not in the game. These two in the midfield are actually doing okay. We'll give it a little bit longer. A little bit longer. I'm concerned that the people we're going to have to take off for fitness are the people that are playing well. Vallejo. Back to Kike Andreas. Back to Vallejo again. Swings it in. Moreno, come on! I said it was playing poorly, but it's 2-0. Oh my word, it's advantage Toledo in this one. Miguel Moreno makes it 2. And that is much, much better. Vallejo just takes control of the ball. Back to Kike Andreas. Back to Vallejo again, who'd picked up some space. Low cross in, and Moreno's there. Deflected into the goal. But I don't care about that. 2-0. And this is wonderful, wonderful stuff here. We probably, again, we don't want any stupid injuries or anything like that. Vallejo off a Pozzo, that's a great sub. I don't mind that. Now, Jan Petric is the difficult one because we don't really have too many options. I'm going to do John Parsons for Petric, and we're going to put slip Miguel Moreno behind Mendoza and see what he can do in that position, playing behind the forward. But you can see we haven't actually, touch wood, let Benfica have a shot in this second half yet. And they've just changed their system, which should make our system even better, to be honest. Yes, they've changed to a 4-2-3-1, and our shots are going up, which I'm very happy with. Jake Mills wins the header because he's an absolute giant. Balde picks it up. down to Kazushi. Jake Mills reads it well. Kazushi, Moreno, out to Parsons, who's been the scorer of late goals this season. He really has. Dave Supreme, Moreno, loads of space on the right. Moreno picks out Kike Andreas. Andreas cuts onto that left foot. Is he going to get a shot off? Kazushi, John Parsons, out to Phil Lewis. Floats the ball in. Mendoza, it's 3-0. Come on, his 8th goal of the season. He's on a dry spell, but he scored in the nick of the season. 3-0 up in the first leg. We are putting Benfica to the sword here. Phil Lewis had so much space. Great little cross into Mendoza. Heroes highest. 3-0 in the first leg of the semi-final. Come on. Come on. Just get through this unscathed. We've got Real Madrid next. I literally don't care what happens in that game because it's all about the Champions League. It is all about the Champions League. And that is the game done. 3-0 in the first leg. 3-0 in the first leg. Nice work, everyone. That was really good. We will be back for the second leg of the Champions League semi-finals. And I feel like we've got 1 foot in the final. 15 shots to 5. We absolutely battered them. Aaron Wall wants to discuss a new contract. You will get one, my friend. You will get one. Here we are then, back for the second leg. A 3-0 lead going into the second leg. I can confirm that the other semi-final is done. And, Barcelona have beaten Atletico Madrid. 1-0 win away and at home. They did very well. So at the moment, it looks like it's going to be Barcelona v Toledo, which is the game I wanted. We've just played. In my excitement after the game, I said Real Madrid. We played Barcelona. We drew 1-1. It was a very drab, disappointing game. We drew 1-1 with Barcelona. But now we're going to go and take on Benfica. I just want to... Have they got anyone like coming back from injury or anything like that? They've got someone out injured there, a couple of people unregistered. These people are injured and not playing anyway. So it looks like they're probably going to be playing a similar lineup to what they played last time. So I guess we stick with the 4-2-3-1. We went to the 4-3-3 against Barcelona, but I think we go to this. We do what we did last time. We drop it down to positive. We don't have to... go and do the counter, which it can be really beneficial turning that off, by the way. Your players do launch themselves forward if we turn that on, if you leave it on. But yeah, I think we go with something like that, which is what we played last time. I'll just sort out the players because they're all going to be messed up from the 4-3-3, and we'll be right back. Okay, so I think it's quite unsurprising we're starting with the same team from the first leg. Joe Page... Oh, no, sorry. Kike Andreas is coming back in for Kenneth Harve. I just forgot he missed... He didn't start the first leg. He came on at half-time. Neeson, Jake Mills, Phil Lewis, Kazushi, Supreme, Vallejo, Jan Petric, Moreno, and Mendoza up front. That is the team we're going with. It's a bit of a mixed bench for this one. Our under-21 players, or under-19s, couldn't play. Anyone in the under-19 squad couldn't play in this game because they've had a game on the same day, which is a bit of an oversight from me. So a few people that we've not really met before. Mocker is getting a call-up into the team this season. He's not played this year. David, as a backup left-back, is coming into the team as well. So, yeah, Miguel Taboas, who we know is a very, very good potential right-winger, he's on the bench as well, but we've got Joel Pozzo ahead of him to come on that side. So, we've got some players on there. It will hopefully be fine. Let's get into this. I don't want to change too much. As I said, I assume they're playing the same 4-3-3. Our scouts have said they will line up exactly the same. So I think approach this game without thinking that the first leg didn't exist, I think is what we do. And then we go for that again and make all the difference. It is the Champions League again. It's a 4-3-3 holding midfielder for them. Looks exactly the same. I think it's exactly the same team as well, apart from they may have a different centre-back in because Job started on the right last time. But yeah, there's our 4-2-3-1 that we're going to play in. Hopefully, if they feel like they need to chase the game, they go to a 4-2-3-1 again, which is what they did last time. And it opened up. Benfica Stadium is incredible I've not been in it. I've driven past it in Portugal, and it is a very nice stadium, and Sporting's. But it's very big in-game. There's our fans off to the top right-hand side, and everyone is just about ready to go. So, let's do this again. Tactics, opposition. I don't know why we wouldn't do exact... Oh, they've actually put you two the other way around, but we still want to do the same. Whoever's on this side It will be show you onto your left foot. You will show you onto your right foot. Tackle you hard. Jones, it will be trigger the press. That's all we want to do for you. Now, we're going to leave the back two until it figures out, like our assistant figures out who's playing where in what roles. So, let's see how we get on. I mean, 3-0 up from the first leg, you'd be pretty confident, wouldn't you? It's just that fine line between confidence and complacency, and we need to make sure that we keep these boys on track. Andrew Neeson brings the ball forward. Out to Kike Andreas. Back to Neeson. They're not pressuring us very high, so it is giving us a chance to build up. Moreno's there. Back to Jake Mills. Don't mind that. Jake Mills brings it out. Dave Supreme. Kazushi up to Moreno. Back to Jake Mills again. We're keeping the ball well. Phil Lewis. There's a good run in behind, and he's picked out Jan Petrick. Jan Petrick's in, and it's a goal! Come on, it's 4-0 on aggregate. It's 10 minutes gone. We're 1-0 up away at Benfica. Surely we cannot throw this away. Jake Mills out to the left of Phil Lewis. I saw the run from Jan Petrick. So did Phil. Picks it up into Jan on that right foot. Keeper's had a bit of a shocker. 4-0 on aggregate. We are not letting Benfica play at all. It's going incredibly well, isn't it? It's going incredibly well. They're finally having some shots. One on target. But again, the XG they have isn't huge. Neither's ours, and we've scored. So I can't be too worried, I think, about XG. Corner, Mendoza takes it short to Andreas. Back to Mendoza. He swings in across towards the back post. It's headed away. Phil Lewis will get there again. Phil Lewis swings in across. Kike Andreas in so much space. Kike Andreas! Oh, what a goal from Kike Andreas! Come on! 5-0 on aggregate. Barcelona, are you watching this? What a finish from Kike Andreas. The commentary, for some reason, is going on about the assist. I mean, if that's what a commentator's going on, it's a good assist. He picks him out really well. But if the commentator's going on about the assist when your right back just scores that goal, there's something wrong. What a finish from Kike Andreas, and that is what he brings to this team when he starts at right back. We've talked about it so many times. His ability to get onto his left foot is ridiculously good. 2-0 up inside like 35 minutes. 5-0 on aggregate as Jan Petrick comes forward. We're not done yet. Vallejo's there. Cross it in Mendoza. Oh, it's just past the post. He probably should have scored. But yeah, this has been very, very good. We don't even need to do anything to their centre-backs. I'm very happy with how we're playing at the moment. And yeah, 2-0 up. 8 shots to 5. 4 on target to 1. I mean, it's 5-0 on aggregate at half-time in the second leg of the Champions League semi-final. Like, surely we are not throwing this away. Surely. We are in what I would probably deem position A. Chavera swings it in. Job tries to get his head on it. Jones is there. Chavera back to Humaniuk. Back to Jones on the edge. There is Chavera again into the box. Cuts it back. Cleared away. Chavez knocks it down to Jones. It's going to end in a goal, this, because they've hit the post on the rebound. They've hit the post again. Someone blocked it and put it behind. Now, have they changed system? And I've not cottoned on. Chavera swings in the corner. Joe Page, great claim in goal. And no, they're sticking with the same system, so they may have just started that half a bit ferociously after the team talk. Jan Petrick just holds on to the ball. Back to Jake Mills. Up to Dave Supreme. Andrew Neeson. It's a really poor pass, and Chavera jumps on it. Just hack him. He tried to hack him down, I think. Jake Mills covers it well. Supreme clears up the line to Mendoza. Can't win the header. Chavera looks to bring it forward. He's held up and goes back to Job. Into Jones. Fabio Ferrer. Benfica making a bit of a fist of this. They're having a go. They've hit the woodwork again. Dumbia keeps it alive. Neeson clears. Jan Petrick can't complete the clearance. Fabio Ferrer is on it again. Back to Jones. Out it goes to Dejayo, and that, I say that's that. It's just another one coming. Clerc, who is their wing-back, has pushed up very high. Moreno tracks him unbelievably well. Kazushi goes out to the wing, but can't find the man he wanted to. Chavera comes down the left, ball in, and that is a goal. He looked like he could have been offside, but the flag's not up, the ref's not checking it. VAR's doing nothing. It's 5-1. It's 5-1. They've obviously done something that I've not paid attention to, because they're dominating this second half. I'm sort of thinking, we don't need to run at them anymore. We actually don't need to play it at such a high tempo. We can probably keep the ball. Should we try and just keep the ball a little bit? That would be nice, wouldn't it? Let's try and keep the ball. Although we are having the majority of the possession with 56%, but let's try and keep the ball. So 56 minutes gone. 5-1 on aggregate, 2-1 on the day. Moreno comes forward in that inside forward role, picks out Kike Andreas on this side again. Kike Andreas is in, shoots again. He's hit the post, and Jan Petric takes over the ball. He's going to try and win something, but he couldn't quite do it. Good tackle from Andreas on that tackle, but that could have been 3-1. Unlucky for Kike Andreas just there, and De Gea will take the throw-in into Chavera, into Job. De Gea on it again. Job. I'm just wondering if we should now do something to their centre-backs. Jones. We went and pressured him and it pulled our man out. Fabio Ferreira into the box. It's I was going to say not a good shot, but somehow from that angle it hit the woodwork. I don't quite understand how. But yeah, we'll make some changes in a minute. I mean, why didn't we win that ball? We had two players there and their player somehow managed to get through it. Doumbia gets through past Jake Mills. It's a goal. That was always going to be a goal. 5-2 on aggregate with 30 minutes to go. I mean, it's just highlight after highlight, which really worries me. Moreno comes forward, but he's tackled. Phil Lewis gets it back to Moreno on that left-hand side. Tries to put across in Vallejo. Oh, my God, he's missed. What a chance. What a chance. It's going to be his last action, I think, because his fitness is dreadful. Joel Pozzo will come on. We're going to do Parsons for Mendoza. Jan Petric up front. Moreno in behind. Again, Jan Petric at one point was our top goal scorer with 24 goals in the season. Both our fullbacks getting tired but playing well. I think we are going to change them. We're going to go Aaron Wall left back, Kenneth Harve coming on at right back. We actually could I just don't want to do anything too stupid, right? Like we're 5-2 up on aggregate. Like let's just go to wing backs on support so they don't have to bomb on as much. They've now brought on an inverted winger. Okay. I see your game. So inverted winger, that means we want to tackle you hard and keep you on your right foot if you're going to try and cut in up there. Let's see. It's a corner. I'll tell you what, if they make this 5-3 on aggregate, it's going to be nervous. We have done nothing in this second half. I'm wondering if we go on the attack. Oh my God, what a double save from Joe Page. What a double save from Joe Page. Holy moly. 20 minutes to go. Okay, we've had a bit of time where it's calmed down a little bit there. Aaron Wall with a good header. Kazushi picks it up. Up to Moreno. Aaron Wall on it again. Aaron Wall goes back to Jake Mills. Jake Mills comes forward. Dave Supreme. Andrew Neeson. Back to Jake Mills. Just don't overplay it. Andrew Neeson into Dave Supreme. Kazushi out to Parsons. This is better. Aaron Wall on the overlap. Aaron Wall gets into the box. Cuts it back. Jan Petric's there. Come on. It's 3-2 on the day. 6-2 on aggregate. God, that's going to settle me down a little bit. The differential is back to 4. But that was really good patient play. We did really well. Aaron Wall with the fresh legs into the box. They knew they couldn't lunge in on him. And it's a great little cross in. And Jan Petric rifles home from inside the 6-yard box. And I'm not going to give them praise because it's too late because they're probably going to score from this. No, we're going to clear it away. We do clear it away. And Humelek is there. He keeps it alive for Benfica with just over 10 minutes to go. Clerc, cut back. Joe Page with a save, and it's cleared away. It was a great save from Joe because Aaron Wall deflected that cross, and it was going in. Jones with a header over the bar. 10 minutes to go. I sort of feel like we should be able to hold on, to be honest. They have changed to a half-back. Yeah, they took James off, so he's going to drop in, which means they've probably gone really attacking on their wing-backs. So I think we're going to just shut up shop. We're just going to play inside forward on support. We're just going to leave basically these two up front. And we're going to... Oh, we could still... No, we don't need to focus down there. I think we're just going to let the team do whatever they want to do. We're going to knock a bit of time wasting on... Nah, not yet. Bit of time wasting, not on just yet. We will still counter press. Don't have to roll it out. Do whatever you think is best. And let's just keep going. I think we've got one sub left as well. Should we make... Should we make a time-wasting sub in the 89th minute? We have got one sub left. So we'll get fresh legs on for Kazushi. And Akinde will come on. In the 89th minute. It's ticking down. It's ticking down. We are in the Champions League final. Oh my word. We are one game away from finishing this task. Finishing this series. We are playing Barcelona, who if they line up in a 4-2-2, I'm confident. If they line up in a 4-3-3 with the holding midfielder, I'm worried. 3-2 on the night, 6-2 on aggregate. We actually won both semi-finals, so it was pretty comfortable. We're in the final. Well done, everyone. Oh my word. We're going to Athens to play Barcelona in the Champions League final. Our under-19s win the Youth League again, which is absolutely awesome. There you go. Barcelona looking to retain the title of the Champions League. We'll be playing on the 26th of May. We'll be back in 24 days' time for the Champions League final. Oh yeah, we won the Copa del Rey. I forgot to mention that as well. We did win the Copa del Rey. I mean, if you look at this, we're actually on a really good run since we last lost Atletico Madrid. The Champions League final. It's the Champions League final in the next episode. Oh, we came so close with Guiseley. We got to a Champions League final and lost with Guiseley last year. We're in our first Champions League final, and it's against the team I wanted to play. I just really hope they use a 4-2-2. Well, we will be back in tomorrow's episode to play the Champions League final. I look forward to seeing you there. Leave me a comment down below if you enjoyed that one. Subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you tomorrow for the biggest game of the series. See you then.